Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I want to do another quick and easy DIY project here. I'm trying to get some of these things used up that I got for Easter. I have this big egg here. I drew this line on here, I'll explain in a minute, that, I picked up at Dollar Tree. It's just one of their little, just decor signs, they're calling them. It kind of looks like a little wood grain, and what I like about this, it's already painted, so I don't have to paint the egg. For this project. Let me take the little tag off here. I'm going to use one of these little bunny ornaments. These come, I think, I can't remember, 6 or 8 in a pack. I don't know what I did with the pack. But, they come with the little jute string and things that you can make little ornaments out of these. I have one of these little metal Easter signs that I'm also going to paint because I want to put it on here and it's not going to show up very well on the white. So I figured I'm going to give this a coat of, I have this upside down, Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint. This is my favorite color here, which I'm running out. I'm going to have to find more of this prominent pink. So I'm hoping I have enough in here to get this done. And I'm going to use some of these flowers. Now these boxwoods I actually get at Walmart. They're not very expensive. I forget how much they are a bunch now. They were $1.88. I don't know if they still are or not. But I always get them from Walmart. And these little flowers here, these are little gypsos. These I picked up at Dollar Tree last week, and I thought those were so cute. So I want to use some of these little flowers here. And I'm going to use some jute string on this too. And this I'm going to be using also jute string that came from Walmart. You can also use the jute string from Dollar Tree. This is just a little bit thicker. This is the 4-ply. Number 72. You get 1 pound of this. I don't remember what this cost, but I always pick this up at Walmart. It lasts me a good long time, and of course, I dropped it and half of it unraveled on me, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. All right, so the first thing I want to do here is I want to cover up this little hole on this bunny. So I'm going to take some of this lightweight spackling. I get this at Dollar Tree, and we're just going to fill in that little hole. Just with our fingers, take enough here to fill that in good and let that dry. I already have one that's done and painted here, so I'm just going to show you what I did here real quick. And just a little tiny piece of sandpaper. This stuff, once it's dry, you just sand that off, the little lump there of your spackling, and it'll come out nice and smooth. So there's really nothing to it. This stuff sands down so easy. You barely have to touch it. You can sand it off. And then I'm going to take some of this here. Let me move that out of the way. And I'm hoping, I tried to mix this up best I could. It didn't want to mix up on me even. But this stuff is so old. I've had this for a while and I use this color a lot. I love it. So yeah, it did mix up pretty good. I shook the heck out of it. Let's see, what brush do I want to use? Well, I can use one of these bigger brushes for this. But this is the color I'm going to paint the bunny and the sign, and it's just this real pretty, it's not like a real bright pink, it's just this real pretty pink. So that's what color that's going to get painted. I already have one that's all done. I'll show you here in a second. Here it is, all finished. Can't even tell it ever had a hole in it. And so that's what that'll look like when that's finished. And now for this, I'm going to actually use a sponge brush. I want to get these at Dollar Tree too. And I'm going to sponge this because it's just easier on these little metal signs, I think. And I'm probably going to do 2 coats on here. So we'll get this one done here real quick. I just tap it on here. I just find it easier, and it looks much neater just sponging it on than it does, with a brush. I'll probably grab my heat gun here to dry this real quick so I can get the second coat on. But we have lots of other stuff we can do while this is drying. But easy peasy. Nothing hard about this project at all. The hardest thing was trying to figure out the center line that I wanted to use for this. Since this egg is not perfectly shaped, it's an egg, it was kind of hard to figure that out. So let me set this aside here so this can dry. And I can get the second coat on that. Let's take my brush here somewhere. There we go. So I don't know. I did the best I could here, hoping that that's going to be nice and even. But see, I had this up high enough so I can put my little words down here. My little bunny's going to go on here. And then I'm going to set him there because he could actually stick off the edge. It wouldn't really make any difference, but I think I'm going to try to keep it all on the inside here. Like so. So with my glue gun here, I cut off a bunch of these pieces of, you know, the boxwood and the gypsum, and I'm going to place this right, the bottom of it, right on that line, because that's where we're going to start wrapping with the jute. So I think that'll be good right here. Oh, I definitely need a finger protector here. Oh, that should have been down a little lower. That's okay. All right, let me get my finger protector going here, because I don't want to cover the bunny with anything. So we'll put that one there. I could have put that down a little bit lower, but that's okay. Then we're going to take some of the pretty flowers. I'm going to put that in between here. I don't know why I'm putting it up so high. I want it down a little bit lower, just under that line. So then when we go in with our jute string, it'll cover the very bottom. I'm going to put this piece on here too, because I want lots of these pretty flowers. So we're going to glue that one right onto that one there. And if that sticks down a little bit, it's okay, because we're going to cover that up. And then we're going to add some more boxwood. Now let me get this down here where I wanted it in the first place. Alright, so that'll go here. Another batch here, then some more flowers. It's just a bunch of gluing things together here. Like I said, quick, easy project. I'm going to add a little more glue to that one there because, you know, I decided to move it. Alright, so that's going to go right there. And then one more over here. Let me get you to stand up a little more. There we go. Perfect. And then we'll put this one, oops, need a little more glue. Put this one right here. So that'll just hang that way. So you want to leave enough here so you can still see your line. So make sure we get that on here nice and straight. Come on now, that one does not want to stick. Did we have it now? Maybe a little more glue here. Alright, so now we're going to take this little guy off because we don't need him there right this second. And we're going to start with the jute string. Now the first row you're going to really want to glue down good here. I want enough, so let's say, which way do I want to go here? This way seems more logical to me. I'm going to start just so I can make sure I get it on that line there and cover that up. Go straight across here like so. And of course I have the wrong finger pushing on the glue. And let's see, can I see my line good? I kind of covered it up here after I told you guys don't do that, but we'll get it. This one's kind of going to be your guide for the rest of it here, so you want to make sure you get it on the line that you draw on here. It's going to be pretty much the center. Like I said, it's really kind of hard to tell with an egg. I tried to measure down from the center, and but then this side wasn't quite as even as the other side, so alright, and now this little piece here I want to tack down here in the back. Just keep that out of my way. All right, so now we are just going to wrap this baby, and you're not going to have to glue it, you know, quite as often here as you did on that side. So I'm just going to bring it around the back, and if you want to save on, you know, your jute, you could cut it off, but I'm just going to keep wrapping here because I think that is just going to be the easiest thing to do. And I'm going to add a little bit of glue here and there just to keep it nice and snug, just for the first couple. And then after that, you can kind of, you know, wrap around a couple times without gluing it quite so much. But you really want these first two to be nice and snug. And the back ones, I don't glue at all. So we're just going to wrap it around again here. And that's it. We're just going to keep wrapping. And then what you can do is go around a couple times and then just kind of snug it up with some glue. Because you want it to stay nice and tight together. Yeah, you know what? I've hung on to this egg. I don't know how long I've had this egg. I just could not figure out what I wanted to do. And I saw a picture of something similar to this. And I thought, you know what? That's a wonderful idea. So I'm going to wrap this around 2 more times here. And then we're going to add glue to the next one. And you can make this as wide or as skinny as you want to. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to stop here yet, but not quite yet. I think I want a few more rows. Just, where's my, oh, I put that over there. Okay. All right, so let's go around this. Let's see. I think I might go around it 2 more times. And that ought to be good. So I'm going to glue this one down. It 2 more times. And I think that should do it. Actually, I think I'm going to go across with this one here to glue it down nicely. So, like I said, it's totally up to you. So we'll glue this one down here, and then this will be the final one that we're going to do. And then we can just cut that off at the end and tuck it around the back. But you definitely want your first one and your last one, you know, glued down good. Oh my goodness, is that my dog barking out there like a maniac? Alright, so now let's do is tack this back here. And there we go. That's so far. Now we are going to add, well, first let me grab this sign here so I can, yep, that's pretty much dry. Let me get the second coat on here. That way I will nab this with my heat gun here and we will get this all dried up. It's kind of wet here a little bit. All right, well, I'll finish that up off camera here because that's not quite dry. And I want to get a good second coat on there. But in the meantime, we can take our bunny. Now you can add a face to your bunny, an eye to your bunny, whatever you want to your bunny. I think I'm just going to add a tail to my bunny and call it a day. So I want that right about there. So we're just going to put some hot glue on here and get our bunny in position here. There we go. And I have a bag of these pom-poms. I got these at Dollar Tree quite a while ago. They're just little white pom-poms. I'm going to take one of those, give this guy a little tail at least. But I don't want to add anything else to it, because sometimes, you know, like I always say, less is more sometimes. So there we go. Give Bunny her little tail. I think that looks cute. Isn't that pretty? And now all I have to do is let me finish. I'm going to zap that thing with the heat gun here real quick. I'm actually going to attach that metal sign with some of the Fix-All adhesive. Because this stuff holds better. Hot glue, sometimes, like on the galvanized steel, that does not hold too well. But I am going to use some hot glue just to hold it in place while this dries. But yeah, that's what I'm going to use on that. It's my new favorite friend there. So let me get that sign finished. Dry that with my heat gun here, put on the second coat, dry that, and then we're going to attach that. I don't know if I'm going to add some stitching around that or not. I think I'm going to just leave it be. But anyway, I will be right back. Alright, I have this all nice and dry here now, my little Easter sign. So we're going to take some of this Fix-All adhesive, and you don't need a lot. This stuff sticks really, really well. So let's see if I can get this to come out nicely and not too much. Put some here and here and here. A little bit over here. I'm going to add a drop of hot glue on here just to hold this in place while that adhesive dries. And I think I got a little too much here. I don't want it to ooze out. I'm going to wipe a little of that off here. There we go. So I'm going to put just a drop, I think, under the S, just to hold this in place while these cool. So you got to work a little quick here. I think that looks pretty good right there. Yep. So we're just going to press that down. Hopefully my hot glue will hold that in place for me until that dries good. And then I decided I think it needs a little bow. I'm just going to make a jute string bow. I'm going to put it right up in here, or right here so it hangs down a little bit. Then I'm going to have to zap my glue webs out of there. Always with the glue webs. Alright, so I'm just going to double this. I don't know, probably about 18 inches long I make that. I always make it a little bit longer than I need it to be. Just to make sure. Just going to make a loop, wrap it around my thumb, tuck that in there, and just, there you go. We got a little bow. Nothing big. Yeah, I don't want it very big at all. So I'm just going to keep adjusting this here till I get it right. Alright, so then that is going to go like right in here. Just a little something. Yeah. You know what, I'm going to glue it on first, then I will figure out how long I want these. Which way is it going to lay nicer? This way. Alright, so let's just glue that on there. And then I can figure out where I want my ends. I just thought that would look nice just above like the S here, right in between the flowers and the bunny. So I didn't want to get the flowers any closer because I don't want them to interfere with the bunny. Like I said, use whatever flowers you want. You could do this with ribbon if you don't have jute string. Yeah, I don't want these tails very long. There, I think that's good right there. So that is it. That is all I am going to... Here I am unraveling this again. That's all I'm going to do with this little guy here. I'm going to zap off some of these glue webs, and then I'll hang it up and take a nice picture. You guys can see it hanging. And that's it. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy little project, and I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everyone.